As they walked in, I looked at him and thought, Jamie's aged about 10 years. I thought, what's happened? What's happened, Jamie? And what's happened? You all right? And he sat down, he said, you've got to listen to this, you ain't gonna believe it. He said that he was laying in bed and then all of a sudden, he just woke up out of nowhere, just out of his sleep and just saw the curtain shimmering. And obviously in South Africa, there's monkeys and baboons in the hills and stuff. And he saw it shimmering and he said he looked down at the foot of his bed and he seen a baboon sitting there like this, looking at him. He said a sheet of sweat just come over him. He said he didn't know whether he weed or pooed the bed. And he said the baboon has just quite casually walked to the minibar, gone in the minibar and just cleared it out with all of the Pringles, the Twix, took it all and just went up onto the veranda and just started munching.
Who is the better blagger?
Him. We're both from estates, so we can both blag.
Who's most likely to win in a fight?
Big man.
Maybe. We're lovers, not fighters.
Yeah. Calm animal outside it, a lion in the ring.
Who out of you two is the better drinker?
Whoa. Rio's took that mantle on. I can't remember. From the age of 18 to 28 is a blur for me, but apparently I was good.
Who's the better drunk?
We're not really drunk people, we don't really get drunk like that.
I'm quite funny drunk, he's angry drunk. He's kicked a few cab drivers out over the years.
Okay, who takes longest to get ready?
You. He's got to do his barnet, he's got to do the shirt, the collar's got to be in the right place and that.
So how long have you guys known each other?
About 20 years now.
Rio, I want you to turn to Jamie right now. And we're going to tell him what he means to you as a friend.
Yeah, I think we talk a lot now. And I think I always know that if I've got anything on my chest, I can always turn to you, I can always speak to you. We've had some deep conversations over the years, good, bad, funny. But I've always known that you always give me an honest assessment of where we are, but always at the end of it was like and this is how we can get out of it. And you give me that reassurance and that drive and that hunger again, that taste for going again. Even if I'm getting too big for my boots or whatever, I know that there's a conversation that we can have together to kind of get through a situation and come out the other side much better.
And Jamie, same to you. Turn to Rio and tell him what he means to you as a friend.
Yeah, he means everything. He's, like I say, 20 years, but in the last 10 years, we've been through everything together. And like I say, I know that need be, any given moment, any given hour, if I called upon him, he'd be there for me. And I've got no problem, and I'm confident and don't see it as a weakness to ask him, whether that's for advice, work, business, or just being a friend, or if I've got something on my chest. I see it as a positive to ask him, because I know that the minute I ask him, I feel better for it.
When was the last time you said something like you just did?
To be honest, we have quite a few chats, to be honest. Jamie will say, listen, do you fancy a steam? And I know he's got something on his mind then. We'll go for a steam or a sauna and we'll sit there for an hour or two and just chat about everything. And I know going into the steam room then it's going to be a serious chat. So it's not uncommon between us. But I think from years gone by, that would have been a bit of an awkward conversation.
Coming from footballing backgrounds, we were kind of like closed book. It's very competitive, it's alpha male. You don't want to give anybody the edge. So until we really spoke and when we really sat down and discussed an issue that he had, and I could see that he was a sort of a broken man, I could see a kind of, after the conversation, that there was kind of like a rewiring moment where I could see his body kind of rebuilding and I could see that he was a better person for it. And that's encouraged us since that day to have conversations and openly speak before the matter goes too far.